Hey guys. Hey, so I really want to tell you about something that's just like insane that happened. And so this happened last night, and the thing is, um, so this is probably like I've had some miraculous things happen to me because like that's just how Jesus is. He's miraculous. He does stuff like that all the time. But no matter how low I turn this music, it's still too loud. Um, so I've had some pretty crazy things happen in my life before, right? But here's the thing, okay? This one's pretty. This one takes the cake. This one takes the cake, and it's so crazy. It's just amazing. Um, so anyway, I'll cut to the chase here and let you have it because, it's just so amazing. It's too hard not to share. But anyway, so here's exactly what happened, okay? So, I've been having a hard time lately with like the end of the night, going to bed, and stuff creeping into my mind, stuff messing with me, the devil messing with me, the devil tempting me, to do bad things. And so I've been thinking along the lines of, if I just spend my time reading scripture at the end of the night and focused on that and let that be the last thing I do, and try to stay off my phone, then this will really help me. And especially if I go to sleep, after I read scripture, right after I read scripture, like nothing in between, just go right to sleep, things will be so much greater. Well, I've been trying to do that, and it's been working, it's been helping, but here's the thing. So last night, I go to bed, and I just had something in pop that I thought about. I thought about this like a few weeks ago. I thought about this because, oh my gosh, there's just so much depth. I might as well keep going, otherwise we'll never get there. But okay, I'll tell you about it anyway. So here's the thing. The other day, I had this talk with my mom, and I was explaining something to her. I was explaining to her how there's this lady in my church, and she's actually not just by herself. She has a husband, and I thought that it would be so cool if her and my mom met. It would be so awesome. And I was just like thinking about it and explaining them to her, and just talking about it. And then I talked with my mom. Then I said to my mom, I was like, I just really like the idea of thinking. I really like thinking about what it will be like when certain people get together. I love thinking about that. Like people I know, think about like, well, what if this person got together with this person? Like that would be so awesome. That like combining different groups of people together, different combinations of people together, and getting something new out of it. It's just like so exciting. So anyway, I was thinking about that, and I've been thinking about Stephanie Grutzinger, who is, if you don't know, she's a singer. She's an amazing singer, worship leader, worship singer, gospel singer, Christian music singer. She was with Bethel Church for a while, and now I don't know, but she's like, I think she made her own CD, so I don't know if she's like there anymore or what. I don't think she's there anymore, but I don't know. Anyway, she's amazing. Check her out. The other thing I was thinking about was Jen Johnson, who is also a really amazing singer. And she's a worship leader. She's a Bethel worship leader. She's like seems to be like the main leader of the Bethel worship, in my opinion. From what I can see, she's like the lioness. She's like the leader of them all. And she's awesome. And her husband does it too, which is just freaking amazing. Anyway, so I was thinking about this whole people combination thing, right? And I was thinking like, what? I was like, man, I love Stephanie Grutzinger so much, but she always seems like she's just missing something. She always seems like she just needs like, she needs something else. She needs something there. So I was like, man. I was like, you know what? And Jen Johnson, she's freaking amazing. I'm like, you know what though? She always seems like she needs something. Like something's just not quite there. You know what I mean? So I was like, dude, what if there's a video on YouTube with both of them singing together? I was like, bro, that'd be pretty lit. That'd be pretty amazing. And so I Googled it, right, or I YouTubed it. I looked it up, and I find a video that has them both in it. And there's more. There are more than that, but the thing is, so here's the crazy thing, okay? So I find that, right? I find that video. I'm getting ready to watch it, and it's a song. It's "Reckless Love" by Corey Asbury, but it's sung by Stephanie Gretzinger, and then Jen Johnson doesn't sing in it, as far as I know. She's probably singing in the background somewhere, but she's in it. She comes into the video, and they see each other together, and Jen Johnson hugs Stephanie Gretzinger. It's just so nice. And then Jen Johnson, like, this song is ridiculous. It's like, it destroys everything. It destroys everything. And Stephanie Gretzinger, like, just, she sings really great, you know, she's a pretty good singer. But, she destroyed every demon, basically, with that song. She slayed it badly. So awesome. She just destroyed it. She destroyed it. So, anyway, and I'll try to link that in here somehow. But, here's the thing. So, it's a long video. It's like 14 minutes long. So, Stephanie Gretzinger sings. She sings "Reckless Love." It's long, but it's amazing. Like, this ain't no radio version, okay? This is worship. This is worship. And, I'm just like, dude, this is amazing. So, I'm watching this video. It's helping me, like, it's keeping me good. It's keeping me well behaved. It's helping me stay on the path, right? I'm not doing anything bad. I'm watching this video, and so here comes Jen Johnson, like, after the little spontaneous music part in the middle of the song. She comes out of nowhere and she's like, "Hey, you know what, guys? I just saw God, and here's what happened." And she's just so she's just telling everybody, and it's so amazing. She testifies about seeing God and how he's just like, "Hey, you guys, guess what? I love you, and you know what? You don't have to run from me. I'm right here, and I love you. So I'm right here. I love you. Why don't you run to me? Run to me, and get in my arms. Let me wrap my arms around you. I'm right here. And any of you guys who are hiding, or any of you guys who are waiting, you know, you don't have to wait. You don't have to hide anymore. Just run into my arms." And, like, that was the vision that she testified about, and it was just amazing. And so, okay, let me show you guys something. So, this is a little personal, but anyway, so I don't sleep on a bed. I sleep in my makeshift bed that I've made on the floor. It's kind of like in my prayer closet. And so, here's my little sleep area. Well, anyway, this is I'm giving you the pieces of the story, okay? And it's going to make sense and hit hard. So here's my picture of Jesus that I have on the wall that I got from my great-grandmother who passed away, and I got this from her house, and it's just really special. I kind of saved it in a way, but anyway, so there's my Jesus picture, right? And so I'm laying down here in my little bed, like so, and I'm like just watching this video, right? And she starts talking about how God just wants you to run into his arms. And this is what I see. This is my view from here, right? This is my view. See if I get this right. My view is like this. So I have this bookshelf next to me, my TV, and then there's Jesus up there. But depending on what angle you're at, you don't really see all of Jesus. You kind of just barely see him peeking around the corner, right? Well, sometimes, like very, 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 very rarely, once in a blue moon, my stepdad will come into my room. My mom does it very, very rarely. She does it even more rarely. Sometimes my stepdad will pop his head in my room and say something. And I look up, and I see somebody look around the corner at me. And I'm like, you know, like, I think it's my stepdad at first. I'm like, yo, man, like, what's the deal? You know, like, I'm trying to sleep, you know, like, you're just gonna creep on in here. Like, that's kind of crazy. But here's the thing. And this is the part that you guys might not believe it, but it's true. I'm not crazy, by the way. So, I'm sitting here, I'm laying down, and I see somebody's head look around the corner at me. I'm like, yo, bro, like, what you doing, man? And I check to see what's going on. I check to see, like, who is looking at me. And as I do it, keep in mind, I'm still listening to this video, right? Just, it's insane. Like, God's presence is insane. I'm not lying to you. This really happened. This really happened, okay? I'm looking at this picture of Jesus. I'm looking at it, right? And Jesus in the picture, turned his head from looking at the sky, and he turned it and looked at me. I'm not crazy, okay? I'm not crazy. This really happened. He did that. And I was like, and like at the same time, like everything was happening, I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. But I was like, because I know, okay, first of all, I know the difference between Jesus's face in that picture and my stepdad's head, right? So, and at the same time, I'm like, yo, like, what just happened? I'm like, what happened? And I look up, and you know what I hear? I hear my stepdad's feet walking the opposite direction down the hallway, away from me. And it wasn't one of those things where it was like, oh, he just did it real quick, popped in the room, and now he's down there. No. I heard where he was to confirm what I just saw. Now, I want to tell you guys that just because you can't believe something doesn't mean that it won't happen. Okay? God is not limited by you. He's not limited by your faith. He's not limited by what you can imagine. He's not limited by your ability to think of things he can do. Okay? God can do whatever he wants. And the more you give him permission in your life to do that, the more he does it. So, I just want to share that with you because I haven't told a soul yet, except for you guys in this video. I haven't told anybody about this. But I'm telling you now, I know what I saw. I know what I saw. The head in that painting turned and looked at me. And I'm not imagining it, okay? I'm not imagining it. He looked at me, and he was looking at me, and it was funny. It was really funny. It was really, really funny. Because he looked at me, and he wasn't like, hey, yo, I see you. I see you. I see you. It wasn't like that. He was like, he was like, yeah, I see you. It was just so funny. It was so funny. And like, it was crazy because like, it tied into everything that was going on, you know what I mean? And, some other stuff happened that was just insane. And, so I'm getting chills. I've been making these videos here for a little while, like a few weeks, and I really, 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 really love making them. And and my favorite part about them is sharing God with you, right? The more I can share God with you, the happier I am. And, so I was riding home from my mom's house the other day with my little nephew Ali in the back seat of my car. You know, this is miracle land. Like, where I am now is not where I would have expected to be. It's just, God is so amazing. The things he's done in my life are amazing. But I'm riding down the road, and Ali has been hanging with me. And he went to the dump with me. He went all the way home. Then we went all the way to my mom's. Then we went to the MVA tag place, Aunt Joyce's, State Farm, in and out, wait, in and out, all this stuff. He was a trooper and a half. And, so fast forward to we finally finish up everything we're doing. He's in my back seat, and we're driving home. He asks me if I have any videos if he can watch videos on my phone. This is what he asks me. It's a normal question by young kids, right? Because everyone wants to go on YouTube and see stuff, right? My phone doesn't have data, so I'm like, oh yeah, buddy, you know, you can't. You can, but you can't, because my phone doesn't work. And then I thought immediately, I said, well, what, you could see these videos on my phone. And the other day, I took a video with my other nephew, Carter. We made a couple funny, like, YouTube videos. So I showed Ali that. He started watching them. Then he started watching these videos. He started watching these videos that I've been putting on YouTube, talking about God. And Ali is amazing. But let me just tell you, God speaks through people, okay? And it's all God. But sometimes it's the person too, if that makes sense. In other words, the person gets credit too. But it's all God. He's sitting there chilling in the back seat watching the video, and I said something to him. And he's like, yeah, I see you here. I'm watching your video. I see you talking about Jesus. And it was like the way that he said it was like, God knows what I'm doing. And I mean, I know he knows what I'm doing, but he acknowledged it. You know what I'm saying? He acknowledged it in that moment. And it was really, really special because it was such an amazing feeling. It was like, wow, I am actually doing a good thing, and God actually knows, and he's actually saying, good job. And that is such an amazing feeling. And so that was the same day that Jesus looked at me in the picture. He looked at me later that night. And so that happens, right? I'm in here chilling, I'm listening to my music and singing, and then I think about that, and I look up at that picture, and he looks at me, like, peeks at me, like, it's just amazing. God is more amazing than you can think he is, okay? So, whatever you guys are doing with your lives out there, like, you know, it doesn't matter. Just get with God. Just get with God. Spend time with him.